And there we have Astrea, and there we have Spazymazy. It's game 2. Astrea won game 1. We don't know what happened. Spazzy's a good player, but obviously Astrea is quite a bit stronger. What we're really excited about is Astrea's next matches, although this could be a good one as well. All right, so it's going to be a pool first coming up here from Spazymazy. The probe did come out from Astrea to try to block that hatch, and we'll see what that does for him. Scouts that spawning pool up. Throws his hatch down. It's not that quick a pool, so not really that scary. Now, I mean, I hate having to say this every time, but you really do have to wait for that Cybernetics core in this matchup. My favorite unit for each race in StarCraft 2. I think it's easier to say the units that I hate. All right. I think the Disruptor is poor unit design. I'm not a fan of the Hellion or the Marauder for Terran. The Hellion was actually what first turned me off from playing Terran in StarCraft 2. The first time I ever played it during like beta, or it was, I played it really early. Okay. Like, before the beta came out, I had a friend at Blizzard Korea that came to my house and installed it on my PC, and we played. Me and Null Ra, and I think Tasos was there, and my friend from Blizzard. So I got to play it really early on. And so I tried Terran, and I went Hellions because I really like Vultures in StarCraft 1. I was like, what the fuck is this unit? No, the Hellion just doesn't have any micro to it. It does splash damage, and it's pretty fast. Vultures are like so tactical. There's so much you do with them. The Hellion is like a shit box compared to the Vulture. So I didn't really like that, and that turned me off from it. For Zerg, I think the Queen might be a little bit of a mistake. Obviously the whole game revolves around it now, so you can't really do anything about it, but like the Queen is too much a catch-all unit. I think some of the more interesting things are trying to figure out what you need to make to defend. Oh no, honestly, my take on someone saying the Stormgate car is looking stupid. The Hedgehog, as it's called. I actually think the Hedgehog is way better unit design than the Hellion. Way better. It's actually an interesting unit. Coming from someone who's casted and played a bunch of the game, I think it's a much more interesting unit. It's not the Vulture. The Vulture is one of the best designed units there's ever been in any game. But, yeah. Anyways, we have an Oracle opener here. And he is going for that very, very, very fast third Nexus. There's no units up there, so this is a great move by Spazymazy to get those Lings up. And the Oracle does have to turn on, so at least this does kind of prevent the Oracle from going across the map, at least momentarily, and he's just going to go around the other side while this Overlord gets attacked. Really nice move. Yeah, I think he's going to force a cancel here. Look at that. That is some solid play there from Spazymazy. Dude, that was a kill. That was a kill. Huge mistake here from Astrea. Now, Astrea is going Fleet Beacon and a Void Ray. What am I looking at? Some crazy stuff.
Dom Defense donated $3.33. Thanks for casting Artie, was fun watching it. Ooh, Patry said this guys is surprisingly good for a fucking Diamond League player. Holy shit, during the first game versus me. I'll consider that a win.
All right.
And don't forget guys, Artie is also
No.
Diamond. If he can do it, we can.
Now, don't fence. You played all right, and it was fun to cast you, and I'm glad that you're playing in these cups, and I love your passion for the game. But after watching you play, 1,000,000,000% I'm better than you. But that being said, congrats on that, and yeah, keep practicing, man. And you know, if you had defended a little bit better, your build definitely could have killed up a tree that game. All right, so we have carriers on the way here for Astrea. Very, 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 very fast carriers. Now, is this going to be a 2-carrier build into like Glaives type of build? I don't think so. I think it's going to just be Skytoss straight up. So kind of interesting. Just right now, defending lightly with the units that he has. Yeah, the Spire coming out, this is actually a very good play from Spazymazy. When it's just 2 Stargate and this early on, there's no other support units, I could see him maybe getting an Overwhelm. Could be a Corruptor Overwhelm, right? Where you get enough Corruptors that you kill all the air and then you just puke on the Nexus till it dies. Absolutely could see that. Plus attack on the way here. Has his first carriers out, going to start pushing back some of these Zerglings. Roach Burrow movement on the way, which is kind of interesting. I don't mind seeing that. It kind of makes sense if you think about it, right? Like if your opponent is going directly, like their only detection source is going to be this Oracle, going directly into the burrow movement actually might open up some really interesting attack or harassment opportunities for these roaches. Honestly, I'm not even sure that he has roach speed, which is kind of funny. Now, Spazzy bringing out a lot of queens here and loses the one with the highest energy, which is always a pain in the ass. But, yeah, it looks like Astrea is going to be able to pick off, like, all the queens, which is super, super painful. Just, this was a little bit of a math problem that wasn't answered correctly by Spazymazy, unfortunately. Mothership Core already on the way. Void Ray speed as well. 3rd Stargate. And there's the 10 Corruptors. I really like the Corruptor play here. Astrea is, like, actually getting himself prepped for something like this via going into Voids, but he's going to be a little bit late. We're going to have to see the quickest recall you ever saw here as the Corruptors come up. Let's see it. Let's see it. Did he get it? Did he get it? I think I heard the explosion. Okay, so by the way, he never got Burrow. I think he accidentally got Burrow movement instead of speed, which is kind of funny. Although I don't mind it still. Now look at this. Spazzy is going to catch this carrier as well. I think Spazymazy is going to take this game despite losing all those queens. So he's getting on top of this. This is his 3rd carrier. He's going to kill. He can kill this. He can turn and kill. Well, I guess he's afraid because there's this shield battery here. Ah, what is this? It's kind of a weird. Yeah. Go after it. Go after it. Go after it. Ooh, this is interesting. I like that. I like that. Don't forget the mothership was changed dramatically. A lot cheaper now. And that cloak is on a cooldown. It's no longer energy based, right? And it's no longer permanent. So you use that at a really good time, but that will wear off and allow another attack. Now it's pure void rays being made. So he's got to make these corruptors work for him right now. Seriously. Okay. Come on. Turn and fight. Like, the corruptors are not going to scale well is the problem. It's like, yeah, they'll all, like, you make more corruptors, they do a lot of damage against air. Okay, that's cool. But, like, you want as quickly as possible to trade your corruptors for these units because, like, for instance, Mass Void Ray is going to scale past them eventually. So it's like, dive on there, kill shit. And look, this is a good move. This is a very good move. This little counterattack coming in. Ooh, good explosion there. Now he's going after the mothership. That's good. Good to see. Very good pickoff. Yeah. The overcharge is a little bit of a pain in the ass. 16 probes going down. Wow, that's a very low hatchery. Oh my, or Nexus. Oh my God. Or hatchery, sorry. I don't know why my brain keeps going back and forth on what that's called. Anyways, a lot of void rays being made. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this? Okay, we're safe. We're safe. Bruh. Don't know what that was. Ooh. Yeah, man, he's down to just like this group of voids. This is super rough. Trying to throw down some additional cannons here as well. I always enjoy Astrea games. Like, he really is out there trying out new stuff, new strategies and whatnot. We see that really consistently from him. He invents a lot of his own stuff, which is cool. But I think he is dead this time. I don't think that this is working out for him. I think basically what happened, guys, Spazzy got a much quicker Spire than you'd normally see. It's like the type of Spire you would see against like maybe a quick BC rush. But he utilized it here against a quick carry rush, and I like it. I like it very, very much. I think he did a great job. Now, the game is not over yet. You know, out come the voids. If Astrea can hold 4 base, you know, if he holds 4 base, like he can absolutely just end up winning this regardless of what's happened already. This 4 base Protoss is pretty insane. Yeah, getting some good shots there too. I wonder if you try to get into something else here. Okay, he's just going Corruptor Ling. I can't fault him because, like, I look at this, I'm like, okay, well, technically Hydra might be decent here, but the transition to Hydra is where you would lose the game very likely. Good try, good try. Tries to run up and snipe the Nexus, but everything was too close. So, like, I appreciate that he's continuing the attack upgrades specifically. Doesn't care about any of these armor upgrades. And it's like, okay, we'll keep this pressure on. Infestation Pit on the way. I think that that's going to be for him to get up into Vipers. That is my best bet. I think, like, you know, obviously any abducts, but also parasitic bombs are going to be incredibly strong against Mass Void Ray. Yeah, some decent micro overall, but you can see the damage output is pretty high. Ling Bane going into this third Nexus area once again. He should be able to kill it off finally. So he does get it this time and actually will escape with a fair amount of Lings still. Dude, it's 5 voids at a time right now. I wonder if he'll get to overwhelm levels. We really need the hive started up here for Spazzy. If he could get 2-3... Oh, okay. He's going to use Infestors instead. Now, and don't forget, you know, with the new patch that came out like a couple months ago, Infestors start with a fungal. They start at 75 energy. So they don't do as much damage as they used to. But just having 5 fungals here with this many, it seems reasonable. It seems like a good idea. Now, this is a little hit squad of voids. He's got that speed upgrade. He's running in here. I think he just wants to try to get a Nexus. That was a clutch call, that recall. That's a hard decision because he wants to get damage done. The recall was via the mothership, which I love to see as well. Ooh, gets the carrier in a matter of seconds. Oh, turn. Damn, dude. Ling Bane just wrecking this other base. We have some fungals going down as well. And the voids are hitting the left side of the map. So the voids are starting to get some real damage in here as well. So that is painful for Spazzy. Recalls him out. Love to see it. Good, high quality play. And now getting a Twilight. So what we'll probably see here is Blink. I mean, it could be something like Charge. But my guess is it's going to be Blink. And actually, he could go towards Archon as well if he wants to stay Sky. Skytoss, like you're going to want feedback and you're going to want Archons. Yeah, there's the Temple Archives and some more gates. So it looks like that's probably where he's going to go. He has a big gas bank, as you can see. So that's going to be very easy for him to afford. Wow, big counterattack by these Voids. Crazy game right now, honestly. Very cool styles from both sides. Really active Airtoss army. Did you guys know that Airtoss is an anagram for Artosis? Now that is a huge amount of Voids. 24 Void Rays right now. With the Mothership and 3 ground units total. Plenty of spread cannons. Yeah, you can't spell Artosis without RTS. Now 3 more infestors on the way. Storm coming out. Oh, good catch. Good catch there. Snaps those 2 defiers. Oh my god, infestors in a matter of seconds. Dude, this is a wild, wild game. I love that Spazzy just keeps making Nexuses and just keeps running around with Ling Corruptor. It's like such a weird-looking composition, but a lot of it makes sense. Okay, dude, that's a hell of a lot of Corruptors. Holy shit. He is killing absolutely everything. I think right now he's just trying to keep them moving because he's afraid of maybe a Psystorm or whatever. But a lot of the Void Rays are missing during this, right? So this is what Astrea is giving up by getting over here and dealing damage. He goes after the drones and then just moves away, which I think is smart because we had all of those infestors come around, right? So comes in here and he is literally just zapping everything down in a matter of seconds. Crazy damage output by those Voids. Crazy damage output. All right. Suddenly, we're looking at Astrea's army, okay? Now, he killed a bunch of drones. He killed the hive. He killed the infestation pit. So it's like a long ways to get to what he needs. But this army is not one you can really engage with your Corruptors any longer. The Archons themselves destroy, but then you add in Psystorm as well, and it gets even worse. All right, one group of units for Spazzy moving to the left side of the map. This group of Corruptors just kind of staying on the side. So at this point, it's Ravager Infestor. He can't really get too much anything else out right now. But, I mean, Fungal Bile is a real combo. Like, you catch those Voids stack nicely. If he launches the Biles just right, he can pop a ridiculous amount of them. That is definitely a real thing. Yeah, can't wait for that. Everything would explode in a matter of... No, I've said that too many times now, but he would kill that very, very quickly. Dude, look at how quickly those Corruptors fall. That's insane. That's +3 air weapons against +0 air armor. GG, well played, good luck. A really interesting game. That was a very interesting game from both sides. Enjoyed that one.